Oh, wow. It's a big moment.
Is it?
This is a huge moment, dude.
It's not that big.
Nah, but it's a nice, like, I don't know. It's a nice moment now because we've done a pod
Full
in the past.
circle, maybe.
Big full circle, yeah. A lot has happened since then. We did a pod almost, I think it's 2 years ago.
With not just me, though.
No, Steve was there.
Steve, yeah.
I think Celine popped in for a little bit.
Right,
This is
I
in the
remember
old
that.
set. A lot has changed since then.
Fuck,
Like
I guess.
a tremendous amount
Was
has
that
changed.
3 years ago?
Yeah, I think almost 2-3
Holy
years ago.
Shit.
Yeah, different.
That's crazy.
Obviously, I'm not going to get into like, who you are, because most people who are on this channel probably are, our audience is pretty like intercluded, know who you are, they know what you've done. I guess one of the things I really want to ask you, because I never really got to ask you this directly, is like, how does it actually feel to have been a part of creating something so massive and it's still going forward? And like, 'cause you are that guy. Like, obviously, there's all these people now who are part of it. Steiny, myself, Steve, all these other characters who come to be a part of it. Obviously, Jesse was a big part of it at a time. And now you have some more people who are like management figures who are like helping you move businesses forward. But what does it feel like to be that guy?
I'm sure you get that a lot, too. It's tough to kind of put into words, right? Like, it's so surreal.
Yeah.
I'm very happy, though. I mean, I'm grateful every day. I'm blessed. It's hard. It really is hard to put it into words. Like, it's very surreal. I look back, like even you say 3 years ago, I look back and I'm just like, I don't know. It feels like a dream almost.
Because
right?
3 years to now, it's been a huge change.
Yeah.
But obviously, all
Definitely.
the years leading up to that was also a huge change. So where along the way was like where do you think was the absolute biggest change?
I don't know, man. I think there's so many different moments.
Yeah. And I ask this only because a lot of people come up to me and relate to my success, and they try and have me define like a time. And it never, like you said, I never
can
feel
maybe
like
pinpoint it into, like, if I had to say something, I think one really memorable moment up to when we kind of went more like mainstream, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I think it's like kind of like our partnership and relationship with like Dana White and the UFC.
Yeah.
And I think it was that trip that we did to Abu Dhabi during COVID to watch the Khabib fight, when we flew out there, met Dana White for the first time, did the Abu Dhabi stuff. We were the only people like in Abu Dhabi in the bubble. And then the week after that, we went on Air Force One and met Donald Trump.
Fucking
and
amazing.
like he brought us on stage at the rally and we posted that YouTube video. So I think that was like a really big moment. I think, but I don't want to credit that to everything.
Of course not. But that was the thing. That was the thing that you think that took you from like a bunch of YouTubers making prank stuff to like a lot more people knew you who you were.
I guess I can't even say that. I don't know. You know what? There is no specific moment, man. Like I've been doing this I made the channel in 2010, like we've talked about and stuff. But dude, it's so much different shit. Like I don't want to credit just to that. And then like we've had Elon Musk on the podcast recently.
Insane.
Or like, we've hit viral videos. I can't just say it's one thing. There is no one thing that you can accredit to this,
Yeah. I think it's the thing people don't realize, like what goes like on behind. Like, I guess my question to you in regards to that is it just like an everyday, like you're just constantly trying to figure out what's next? What are you going to do next? Like trip wise or content wise, or what direction you're going to go in? Because obviously you have Happy Dad, you have the Fullsend brand, you have all these things that are kind of being built around the content that you guys create. But like to continue to push it forward, is it just all consuming of your time?
Yeah. I mean, too, these businesses are nothing without content.
Yeah.
So no matter how rich you get or how successful you get, like unless we just want to completely quit, content is king, right? So at the end of the day, we got to entertain people. We got to make people laugh. We got to make people watch.
Yeah. Even sometimes though, but do you ever feel like you don't want to?
I was talking about it on the last pod with the Polo G. That's not out yet, but this will probably come out before that, right? Or no?
When is that coming out?
Out of like a week or whatever. Either way.
Yeah.
No, I've hit definitely like moments where like I get, kind of stressed or unmotivated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I was telling you, even recently, like the beginning of this year, I like honestly like probably like 2 weeks ago or like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, honestly.
Yeah.
I just hit a point of like, fuck, man. Like I was just feeling down. I don't know. I don't even really know why. But
like
I
on
was
a
just
personal
feeling,
level or in relationship to content?
I was feeling not just content. Like I was not feeling good. I was feeling like a little bit depressed, like kind of just anxious. I think it was just a buildup of like stress and not taking a break ever. Cause like I never really take a break.
Yeah.
Right. So I was kind of feeling this way, and I was just feeling like I was just like anxious for no reason. Like I couldn't even think of why. I was just like, yo, why am I feeling like this? Like,
yeah, I think you just get to a point your nervous system.
And it's not like I was like partying a lot or like doing fucking shit. I was like still working out, like being healthy, and I was just like, I didn't know why I was feeling like this. And then I kind of just decided to, I told you I went to Palm Springs and just chilled. And I literally,
I got a question about the way you feel, right? Like, how would you describe the feelings? Is it just, you're just like you feel in your heart? Or it's like a flutter?
Yeah, kind of in my heart. And then just like anxious, like just kind of like uneasy.
Worried.
Yeah, worried, just like uneasy all the time. That's what I was feeling like at the kind of like the beginning of January.
Yeah.
And then we went, and it wasn't, when I went to Russia, I was good. It was honestly just, it was like at the end of Russia. I was just like posting a lot of shit, like watching numbers, like.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a high of this social media shit too, right? Like even that House Bula shit, like that shit was going pretty viral. Like the numbers were crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it was a lot of like, I was posting a lot. I was always on my phone. And then there was some like stuff that kind of happened behind the scenes that like kind of triggered some shit, I think.
Yeah.
Something stressful. But yeah, and I don't know. I came back home and I just wasn't feeling good. I was feeling like, dude, do I even want to do this like anymore?
Yeah.
Like I kind of feel like.
Dude, I've been there.
Yeah. And
Have
I was
you
just
ever
like,
felt that way before?
Little bit, but maybe not to this point. I've felt it before. Like sometimes you get down and you're just like, damn, like, fuck, is this really for me anymore? Like I've been doing this for so long. Because I think it also stems from I'm older now, right?
Sure.
So I can't do, it's not the same shit that I was doing when I was 21 or 20 or 19.
Well, it's
right?
also.
So you're constantly trying to live up to that too. And I think you're reading comments, you know, like people like, and there's not a lot of negativity with us too, but you still read them, you see them.
Right.
And I think that kind of fucks with your head a lot too.
Yeah.
You know, people are always, now that we're at the top too, people have no sympathy for you. The bigger you get as a quote unquote famous person or a celebrity, the less sympathy people have for you. Like, oh, he's rich, who gives a fuck? Like,
yeah, sure.
Right? So they're more harsh on you. Any little mistake you get, they're fucking coming for your throat.
Fuck yeah.
Coming for your throat. So I think it's a lot, the stakes are higher now and it's a lot tougher.
Yeah, even on that front, I mean, just the amount though of like money and everything that's also behind this is so much more.
It's a lot of stake. Like we have an office. I got fucking 20 employees probably that are depending on me too.
Yeah.
Right. And then just the fans too. The main thing is the fans. I don't want to let the fans down. Right.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of pressure, I think. And as I get older, it's tough to do the shit that we used to do.
Yeah.
So, you know, reading comments and just like, I think it just got to a point where it just kind of fucked with my head. And I really took a step back and just realized like, yo, I haven't taken a break in probably like 2 years. And what I mean by a break is like, dude, I just want to get off social media for a bit. Like, just for like a few days.
Yeah.
Like, because for us, I don't think a vacation is, like you shouldn't even really be looking at business texts.
Oh, bro.
Like I could take a day off, but if I look at my phone, I'm going to get 20 texts throughout the day from 20 different people. Something I could read could like, you know, trigger stress and stuff like that too. So I just decided to get away for a few days, and I literally kind of made sure shit was taken care of. Like we got back from Russia, the editors were editing the video and I didn't have to look at it for 5 days. The podcast was done. I told Steiny fucking step up on the pod for me. So I just kind of got away and turned my phone off for like
you need it
5 days.
I don't think dude.
I just put it in the safe in the hotel room.
Yeah. It's such a crazy thing because I after over all these years of me doing all this stuff as well, I've never taken a break. It's always been like, if I go on
it's
vacation.
Important though.
Yeah, I know. And that's something I'm learning.
That's what I realized. Like, yeah, and I've done this in the past. I've turned off my phone completely and just put it away. And like, dude, it feels really good. And I think half the thing, it's just like social media is really, I don't want to be that guy too. I'm not trying to be some woke fucking loser, like fuck social media. Because those people are like, bro, grow the fuck up. It really is bad for you in high doses, for sure.
Absolutely.
If you never take a break, it's really, really bad for you. Just like the way I think of it too is like, so there's the business side, like reading all the shit, but then even just consuming social media shit. Yeah. Like I feel like our brains don't have enough room for all the information that we're like digesting. Like when you're watching people's like Instagram stories and stuff like that, you're just like storing all that info in your brain and you don't even realize it. Like if you're watching someone's story on like New Year's Eve or some shit, right? Mm-hmm. Like then if someone asks you like a week later, like, yo, what did this person do on New Year's? Like you could probably tell them. Like if you saw their story and you're like, holy shit, like I didn't even really notice that and I stored that info.
Bro, it's so accurate. And it's so interesting because like I don't think people realize in doing that how much other things, like the other things that are actually important for you, you're like not allowing space in your brain.
That's true, yeah.
Because you're just constantly like almost just stacking all this new stuff. And then there's maybe these other things that maybe you haven't dealt with or things that you should be actually thinking of that it's just like go to the wayside. I remember, it must have been a few weeks ago, I was sitting on TikTok and scrolling. And I literally, I remember scrolling and thinking like, holy fuck, I almost couldn't stop myself where I had to like, I was like, yo, what the fuck? I had to like turn my phone off and be like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
I know.
Like it's a very, like TikTok specifically is like a crazy app for this.
Yeah, and I think there's just like, where's the room in your brain for that shit? Like people didn't have that in the past, right? Like where's your brain storing all this info that you're like consuming?
Yeah, it's fucked. It's a crazy thing. But let me let's get back to this, the idea of work and like because we talked a little bit about this,
but on that note too, like when I did put my phone away, like you realize how much you check it. It's like like every time I would get out of the car, like I didn't have my phone on, so I still had my car. And
you like this,
bro? Every time you get out of the car, like you're
that's
like
true.
You reach and like you check your phone on the way like into somewhere. Like probably if you're walking into the gym,
every time
you're probably like looking at your phone quick and stuff like that. So I noticed like every time, and I was like, wait, like I don't have it. Or like, let's say you're meeting someone in like a hotel lobby. Yeah. Like, yo, be down in 5. You get there 2 minutes earlier. What are you doing? Like you're going on your phone. Yeah. Like I would sit in the lobby and be like, oh shit, like I actually have to just like chill here. So it's interesting how much you like don't even realize. Yeah. And I feel like it just cured me. So it's really not like I had some, because I was getting worried. I was like, damn, do I have some fucking type of anxiety now and shit? But I was really just like, damn, I just needed a break. I just needed a break, bro. Like, and now I know like I would wake up in the morning too and just instantly look at my phone.
Yes, bro.
Like at fucking like 7 a.m. Alarm goes off. What do? Grab your phone.
I had to stop.
iMessage, business texts are already there.
Yeah.
Go on social media. So now I'm just like for this whole month I've just been not even have it on do not disturb, and I just don't even look at texts or anything until like 9 a.m. after the gym, and it feels smart. It feels so good. And then at night, like come like 7:38, like phone's away. I'm not fucking looking at it. Yeah. And dude, I feel like I'm not.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that like all this year. Even like last year, I started putting my phone away at like 7, because people are just blowing me up about random shit.
No,
like
I know.
So many people, you know what I mean? I'm too accessible. So I think that's something that's helped me like a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And in regards to, I guess, work in general overall, like we were kind of talking about, delegating like stuff to Steiny as far as like producing this podcast stuff. Are you going to be doing more of that kind of stuff? And cause like, it's hard because
doing what? Delegating?
Yeah. Taking a step back.
I don't know if it's taking a step back because well, I'm really good at delegating shit. I mean, that's kind of where we are. Like if you want to be a boss, you got to learn how to delegate shit. For sure. Like the people that make it are the people that like know how to do something, and then technically if it's something that someone else can do,
teach them how to do it properly.
You should just teach them how to do it, and you shouldn't be doing it, and then you move on to the next step. Like, yo, now I'm going to make the next move for the business, right? Like now I'm going to start working on this. So it's not really taking a step back, but definitely I realized when I took some time off too, like there's a lot of capable people, and I think when I'm around, people just kind of lean on me more. Not just Steiny, but a lot of people. So I think that's something I already did. Right when I got back, I was just like, yo, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. Like I like every time we drop a YouTube video or a podcast, I'm the one that like physically I posts the stories, like post on Instagram, then go to Snapchat, post on Snapchat, like copy the YouTube link, post the swipe up link. Like I was the one doing that till honestly, like,
I remember watching you
maybe
do it.
Like, I don't know, officially like 2 days ago.
I know. I watched you from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, soon as
like when a YouTube video comes out, I got to spend an hour on my phone.
Yeah.
Extra.
I've watched you do it.
Right? So it's like, dude, now I'm just like, maybe sometimes the story sequence isn't going to be the exact perfect way that I want it, but I teach them what I know. Like keep the first story slide like super visual and entertaining. Yeah. Don't make people skip it. Just try to teach them.
See, Jacob?
Brad's the master of Instagram stories.
Yeah.
I always watch your stories and I'm like, you toss a little poll right at the beginning.
Yeah. No, I've learned.
The poll is the key, right?
Fucking polls are huge.
We'll drop that.
Yeah.
Because it's the easiest way to get people to engage with the post.
Yes, and if they
is a poll.
Yeah.
And then if they engage with the post, I think it's going to move up on the top of the rankings on people's stories.
Exactly. It's exactly what happens.
The poll.
No, you nailed it, man. I mean, So I guess to that regard, do you ever feel like afraid to, or I mean, at one point you must have been afraid to step away because you weren't doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
because it felt like just on you.
It just gets bigger and bigger. Like, I mean, I used to edit all the Nelk videos too, pretty much,
So
right?
crazy.
Then eventually, you know, you let someone else edit it. Luckily we were enough to meet fucking Osgod.
Yeah, legend.
So I can't edit even close to what that guy could do. So you let him take over that, you know, and then yeah, you just gotta. It's tough though. It's tough to find people. So it's not like you can just find someone and just say take over this. Like, the struggle really is finding capable people.
Yeah.
That you know how it is, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to hire people
and then teach them and then hope they stay.
Yeah,
because a lot of people you teach and they fucking are like, cool, I'm gonna go do this.
Yeah, or they get greedy or fucking yeah.
You've
so
dealt with it all.
It is tough, but delegating is definitely the key.
What would you say are the hardest things, like the hardest learning points you've had throughout this entire journey of yours, business wise?
I mean, yeah, we've talked about this, I guess, is like, yeah, I mean, managing talent is definitely tough.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of crazy people out there, man.
I've been there. How, fuck, I don't know how much we could talk about it, but the Bob stuff?
We can if you want.
So the only reason why I want to ask about this is because now that I do the podcast with you and Steiny and then whoever else is rotating on there, the Bob stuff, I'm not here to shame or talk bad, but like in your words, ultimately, why would you say it just didn't work out? The simplest way.
Not sure. I think he just, I guess he thought he was getting screwed.
Which he wasn't, man, because that contract is.
I think he thought he was getting screwed, I guess.
Genuinely.
Yeah. I think he thought he was getting screwed. And yeah, I think with Bob is like, you know, I don't think he's a bad person. Yeah. I just think I'm not really sure. Like, you know, I'm not saying that I would personally sit down with him and like make up with him if he was willing to do that, you know. Yeah. I don't know, it kind of is what it is. I kind of said everything that it was without me wanting to get more, you know, personal or anything like that. But I said what I could say, and I think everyone that I talked to, like even your mom the other day, was like, yo, like you said it so well and it's so true.
Yeah, it was so crazy. I was like, I didn't know my mom watched that shit.
Yeah, again, it was just like, I think one thing that he was kind of overlooking was like, dude, you're joining something very big with a lot of infrastructure, with a lot of like, you know, you're not just joining some random shit. Like, you're joining one of the biggest teams. Yeah. So I think that was kind of overlooked a little bit, but it's sad, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
It made me very sad.
Yeah. It's wild. Well, at least now you got Steiny and me. It's dope. All right, boys, quick interruption for one of our sponsors, Manscaped. Yes, okay, I've used these products before many, many times. I actually have like a bunch in my bathroom. I've used them for my balls. I'm just going to tell you the truth. This is a fact. Now, they just sent me this Beard Hedger Pro Kit, and honestly, I've been using like different types of beard trimmers for a very long time. This is like honestly exceptional quality. I'm actually doesn't surprise me because again, I have the ball trimmers. I'm not gonna lie to you again, and it doesn't surprise me that these are equally as like sleek and just high quality. If you guys want to get it, I'm telling you, this stuff is just, I think Manscaped is ahead of their time, to be honest. Like, it's just so seamless. They obviously have the adjustable head. It's cordless. It's waterproof. Super easy. They have like a little docking thing. You just dock it on and it charges. I literally use, again, I just got this. They sent it to me in the mail, but I literally use the other one, like the ball trimmer, because I clean my ball hairs, which is, you know, I feel like it's just important in general. Now I'm going to use this every day, probably for my beard. And it's actually really seamless. Like, this adjustable for the length right here in the middle. This is just honestly a dope product. And it doesn't surprise me that they're crushing it and they're doing so well. And you guys should give it a shot. Now, it also comes with like beard brush, which I use literally every day. It comes with beard oil. It comes with a beard shampoo, which is also nice to get your beard to smell nice. Every time I've ever used an actual beard shampoo, people notice it. Like, legit. Normally, like, I'll go in for a hug and be like, oh, you smell good. I'll be like, yeah, I actually clean myself. There's a beard oil, which is also nice to keep your beard like flat and like not crazy out all over the place. There's a brush with 2 different types of lengths, I guess, as far as brushing goes, which is dope because normally you see one-sided one with like normally this side, but now we got 2. So on top of that, there's beard balm and there's beard conditioner. And if you want to get like super funky with it, which I'm not necessarily that guy, my barber is that guy, you can like get the little wild strays. They gave these like dope like stainless steel actual shears. I think these are called. But this I use religiously. So if you guys want to give it a shot, it is 20% off with code RAWTALK at manscaped.com and also free international shipping. So again, 20% off manscaped.com. Go there right now. Use code RAWTALK. Fuck any other code RAWTALK. Support your boy. Shout out Manscaped. Amazing product. Let's get back into this podcast. So I have a question in regards to me, because people ask me this all the time. Am I a Nelk member?
I think you're a part of the Nelk Boys.
Yeah. I'm like the Nelk man because I'm 33.
Yeah, I know. You're like the Nelk uncle. No, we should. I mean, we should do a lot of content this year, man.
Yeah, I want to. I want to, because, okay, in regards to this, exactly the same thing. I really want to ask about this and talk about this. The last video you guys posted, going to Russia.
Do you want to? You want to be a part of Nelk Boys?
Well, I want to be. I love that content.
Right.
Like that content to me, because it felt a little bit different. It was like a little bit more like, I don't know, like exploring and like
Which
almost
one?
this Hezbollah.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah. Whereas like you guys kind of, it wasn't like so much prank shit. It was just like you guys were just traveling and like fucking having fun.
I'm glad people liked it. I'm really glad we got a great response on it.
Yeah.
And dude, we were so happy the whole trip. Like we genuinely enjoyed that trip, which is, same thing we were talking about before. It's like we're getting older now too. And not that we're not going to do pranks, but cause I still find some pranks funny, but I'm really happy that people enjoyed that video, because I enjoyed it and I enjoyed filming it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching the edit. I enjoyed every single part of the process of that video. So I think it's cool that people liked it. And now I think we're going to follow that lead. And like, I think we just got to really sit down with I'm going to take lead on it, but it's got to be only shit that we actually like.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's not try to appeal to anyone. This is what we did back in the day. Yeah. And it was, let's stop caring what other people think. Let's stop, let's just fucking do what we want to do now. We're older now.
Yeah.
And let's just do it. And it's not going to be that different, but it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be whatever the fuck we want to do. And guess what? If you don't want to fucking watch, then don't fucking watch. Yeah. Straight up.
I mean, bro, that's how you got to do it. I think that's how you find ultimate success on the internet. Because like if you keep trying to appease people, eventually you find yourself in positions where you're like,
and it fucks with you.
Yeah, because then you live on those like highs because you want everyone to be like, yo, that shit was dope. And you can't always have that. Even if you did everything you thought they wanted, you wouldn't get that right every time.
Yeah. I think we'll mix it up. I think we'll do some pranks too. I love doing the Instagram shit too. I love that shit. I love the quick hits.
Yeah.
And like the Balenciaga one or the pumpkin one I did.
Yeah, the Balenciaga shit was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. So shit like that. And then we'll definitely do some pranks in the Nelk videos and stuff too. But quicker and just only shit I find funny. But dude, you can't beat traveling and exploring new countries. That's personally like a passion of mine.
Yeah.
Like I fucking love traveling, and I love like getting that culture shock and just seeing new places. And I also love to prove to people that I think you can go to any country on this planet if done properly. You can go anywhere. And
you just went to fucking Russia.
Yeah. And everyone said don't go and blah, blah, blah. Like people are still calling us stupid for going, but it's like, dude, I'm back here. We made an amazing video. You can go anywhere if you do it right and you link with the right people.
For sure.
I want to go to North Korea one day.
That's insane.
We will go.
Yeah, that'd be the, honestly, like that.
I think that might be our last video ever.
What, because we don't come back or what?
No, just, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like, where do you go from there?
I think we're going to go to North Korea one day. I really do.
If we go to North Korea, you got to think about that, because it's like no one's
We get invited though.
Like it'd be like.
Dennis Rodman went. He said it's lit.
I believe you, but like, do you think
they have ski resorts? They like, and everything's like private, but we'd have to get invited. Like, we're not just you can't even fly to North Korea. So the way I'm thinking about it is, I think we'll meet the right person one day. That's going to be some government type of guy, or maybe if Trump gets back into office.
Yeah.
And from North Korea's perspective, they would want us to come and expose what a great country, quote unquote,
right,
North Korea is to our American audience. Yeah. And that's how it would be. And dude, we're not going to do anything fucking dumb there and shit. Like, we're going to be invited. It's going to be all taken care of.
Yeah.
And we're going to go and we're going to fucking hit some slopes with Kim Jong-un.
Bro, that would be the craziest fucking shit.
Would you go?
Of course I would go. I could never, like, an opportunity in life, I couldn't pass that up, man.
Imagine Kim Jong-un on the podcast.
Bro. Yeah.
I think we could pull it off. I think we can pull off anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, after like the Elon Musk thing, the Trump thing, after all those things, I mean, I don't think anyone really doubts it.
Yeah.
So before you kind of like started having that, like, what in your mind, like, did you just always believe that you were going to be able to get to those points, or was it just like it happened over time. I know everything happens over time, but like when you started getting like, I guess it was Dana was the first thing you said, and then Dana kind of connected
Which
you.
was way later in our career.
Way later.
Yeah.
Way later. But once you started getting these like heavy, because like for the podcast, like Elon Musk is like, the only other person was Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's all John. That's all credit to John. He totally got Elon. They had a relation. Yeah, that was all him. He just emailed him, and he was emailing him for months.
Yeah.
And Elon was saying maybe soon.
Yeah.
Just maybe soon. Period.
And then he just
just like kept doing it, and then one day he's just like, yeah, could be good. He's like, as long as we can't talk about Twitter because I'm in a lawsuit. And we're like, okay, we won't talk about Twitter. Like, we're good.
That was his only thing.
Yeah. Just one day he's just like, all right, sure.
Fuck.
And then we just did it. So
you know when he started, because there was a clip where I saw on Rogan, because they were watching your podcast on Rogan, and they were talking about and they were talking. Johnny probably showed you,
which is that's fucking cool.
Cool as fuck. And they were talking about like the climate change stuff. Did he ever go into detail about like that whole climate change thing?
No, but people are saying that's the next thing, right?
Yeah, like the next like drama.
I don't know. No one really talks about global warming no more.
Yeah,
it was such a big thing. Remember like the aerosol cans and the fucking atmosphere's eroding and shit.
I just feel like I feel like there's something else coming soon that they're gonna like.
Fuck.
It's just always it really is a thing.
Climate change is one too. You can't really like if people believe in it, if they believe in man-made global warming, like they're not ready to accept any other opinion.
Yeah. Like
they're not. Like I heard someone say it too. I think Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan said it's like a religion.
Like this is it.
Yeah, like this is it. Like I don't even want to hear another opinion about it.
So that'd be a good
thing. We are fucking up this earth. We're the reason it's like getting warmer.
The crazy thing about the earth though, as far as I understand, I'm not an expert at any of this, but like we would die before the earth would ever die. Like we'd wipe ourselves out and the earth would continue to flourish.
Yeah, but I mean, from my understanding, the earth goes through like natural warming and cooling periods throughout the entire history of time. Like the entire earth was fucking frozen at one point when there was no humans on it.
I think it's either 4 or 5 times the whole earth had collapsed basically and then came back to life again.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 times.
That's when there's no human involvement at all.
Zero, yeah.
So, I mean, we might have a little effect on it, but like to say that everything's happening is man-made as opposed to potentially just natural, like the cycle of life and earth.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to at least look at the other side.
That's the thing. Know? But that's the thing with all of this is like, it seems like on the internet, there's just more and more of a divide between like left and right. And it's just becoming a crazy thing.
I think with that one specifically, it's more like, cause you're like shattering someone's world. Like, what do you mean we're not fucking up this earth? Like you've been taught to believe that your whole life.
Yeah.
So people don't like, it kind of scares them because when you accept that other side of the opinion, you're admitting that you've been fooled your entire life, right? Like you're kind of admitting it. Like if you get proven wrong on global warming, you're like, well, everything that I've learned was been a lie for these since like school and shit.
It's a mind fuck.
It's a mind fuck.
And I get that. In regards to that and this whole like, you know, without getting too political, right? We and you obviously lean a little bit more towards, I guess I would say the conservative side of things. Do you ever feel like, do you get too much shit for that or do you get love for that? Because because this is my thing with all this like left and right shit. Because it's very prominent on the internet. I mean, you could just tell by like the fact you do, you know, a pod with Trump and this kind of stuff that, you know, the rallies, right? You can't deny that kind of like, I wouldn't even call it an affiliation, but just like.
Yeah, affiliation.
Yeah, but care.
Yeah.
And people, you know, who on the other side, and there's other content creators that are more left, whatever, and it's all good. I guess my point in saying all this is like, the frustration I have in it is like, I've been going on, I went on Hassan's podcast and his Twitch stream, and I've gone on Ethan's pod. And I got a lot of good feedback from going on there and having these conversations. And I guess it's just frustrating because when I see those sort of like, you know, if you did something with Trump and their audience is on there like, fuck you, you suck because I believe this, I feel this. Do you ever feel like it's really hard for people to find middle ground? And why do you think it is hard for people to have some middle ground? Because like, it seems like, I don't know, if it just feels like I've had a lot of conversations with people who lean more towards the right, and they're willing to listen to the left, but very, very far left is like very unwilling to listen to the right. Like there's no middle ground sometimes.
I can't really provide a specific answer as to why, honestly. I think people are just angry and they're just stuck in their ways, right? Yeah. And if you don't agree with them, they yeah, they can't have a civilized conversation about it. They don't even want to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, this is my way. And, you know, yeah, that's, everyone talks about it. That's one of the biggest problems with society now is that we can't even talk about shit.
Yeah.
You can't even talk about it.
It's fucking
about
crazy.
Shit, right?
Yeah. It's a weird thing, man. Cause like I really enjoy like the content I've been doing lately with some of these creators. Cause I like to hear people's perspectives and I like to understand why someone feels or strongly away about the things that they feel about. You know, the minute I do that, then people turn on, like my own audience will turn on me and be like, what the fuck? You're a loser. Like you shouldn't even have them on the podcast or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like what happened to having that conversation?
True.
You know, like I did, I think at the pod we did,
with H3.
Not with H3. I had them here. They were shitting on me. But even the pod I did with us and we did Aiden and I brought up the whole Tate thing. And like I was like, I presented that other side because I got presented the other side.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, you fucking hater. And it's just like, it's not even that. Like I'm just literally like, I'm learning something new because I didn't know about these things. And it's like,
yeah, that's a problem with, I will say that's got to be a problem with left and right.
For sure.
I think the left was really bad with it too. But I mean, things always go back and forth now too. Like, let's see what happens with the whole Trump stuff this year and stuff like that too. I just try to do what's in my heart and what's in my brain.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Trump, I thought he was the best choice. I mean, as opposed to Clinton, or it was Biden. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as opposed to Biden's like straight up, I don't give a shit. He's the biggest fucking loser. Everyone knows it now. Like left and right knows it.
It's pretty fucking
He's just
crazy.
literally like, I don't even understand it. The videos that I see.
I know.
The videos that I see on fucking Instagram and TikTok of Biden.
Sometimes I think they're fake.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like Dana sends me a lot.
Bro, I think
he sends me the Biden videos all the time. And they're fucking insane. I literally reply to him, I'm like, bro, that's got to be fake.
Yeah, this has to be
got to be fake because it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this guy can't even speak.
Yeah.
How can you possibly say that this guy should be president? Anybody but him.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Anybody. Like, the guy's a complete loser. So how could you how could you not support Trump?
I know. It's fucking crazy, man. Dude. So, okay. In regards to all this stuff, how come you felt like, you know, when you started making content, I noticed this because not a lot of people have this. You didn't give a fuck. Like you were just willing to kind of put yourself, not be like, yo, I'm this, but you put yourself in a position where it was very obvious kind of like what you were deciding to like kind of affiliate yourself with, where I know a lot of creators over all my years of doing this, even though they may feel like, hey, I like Trump or I like this. Like, for example, I know a mainstream artist, like a mainstream celebrity artist.
There's
like
so many of them.
A-list that goes, he was telling me how he had to post congratulations to Biden, even though he never wanted Biden to win. He didn't care. He was voting for Trump. But because of his affiliation to like the music industry and who he was, he said, I have to post this. Otherwise, I know that I'll get so much negative feedback.
Wow.
If I don't even say congrats type shit. So like what made you feel like you were in the social media space, which, you know, sometimes, well, not even sometimes, is kind of largely weighed left and right and people attacking each other. What made you feel comfortable enough to be like, this is what I believe in, fuck it?
We've just never cared.
Yeah.
We've just never cared. And we've always been like, quote unquote, like, I don't know, fucking men of the people. Like just trying to be, you know, just trying to be ourselves and do what we want, you know? So I love Trump. I loved him especially. You know, I don't know what's going to happen this year.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if he maybe already had his time. But, I mean, I liked a lot of the things he was saying. The guy's definitely not an angel. No, absolutely of course not. And I think some of the shit he said in the past about like women and shit, I can sympathize with a woman, and I can 100%. I'm not shocked as to why some women don't like Trump.
For sure.
Like, I mean, I get it, you know what I mean? But I still think that a lot of the stuff that he was doing was good, you know? Yeah. Like Trump on like foreign policy and like the way he was able to like negotiate with people. And did you see what he said about I don't know if you saw in an interview, he said like he's just like a guy that gets shit done. That's why I liked him too. Like he said I think to threaten the Taliban leader, like he wanted the Taliban to do something, and like the Taliban leader guy was like, why did you just send me a picture of my house? And like Trump's like, that's for you to figure out. So like Trump wanted the Taliban to do something, so he like sent the Taliban leader a photo of the guy's house. And he's like, bro, I know where you are right now. But like I feel like people want a leader to be soft, but like the country's got to be run like how someone runs a fucking business, man. Like it's got to be a bit cutthroat in a way.
And that's why I think a lot of people liked him. You know what's interesting? This whole concept is I always find so interesting. these people that, you know, are obviously like elected officials, politicians, whatever. And just in general, for some reason nowadays, it seems as though like everyone expects everyone to be perfect but themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, we all know we're not perfect. We all know we make mistakes. We all know we're not like exactly like, we're human. And like, especially when it comes to these like officials or people that people view as like in places of power or like places of fame or popularity, it's like everyone looks outward and they're like, you should be doing everything exactly right, kind of how I think you should. But it's also just like, none of that's realistic, right?
No.
And I think people forget to see that, like, I don't know, what's the actual function of what this person is doing, and does it actually benefit people? So the whole thing with Biden to me was like, people just didn't want Trump.
Yeah,
it felt like they just didn't want Trump.
That's how unpopular he was.
Yeah,
that's how much people hated Trump. Like,
but
he pretty much lost to himself.
Yeah, and then you have like, I don't know, man. The mainstream media just.
Yeah, I mean, the media is totally against him, but
it's just crazy. It's also crazy how that's such a real thing. He
was completely handicapped. Yeah,
it's such a real thing. Just the media and the way it just portrays a side is so real. It's not even like a debatable thing.
I know. I always wonder why. Because at the end of the day, it's all about money. No, the way I think about it too is like, I think people just think that like the media like has these opinions and they're just crazy, right? But at the end of the day, bro, like, it's got to be about money, right?
Well,
like, it's got to be, everything's about money. So for the media to be pushing these agendas, it's got to come from somewhere. You know, the media's here. It's got to be being fed from somewhere. And it's like, they got to be, you know, whoever owns the media is pushing these agendas for some reason, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, I mean, I think it's to divide people.
I genuinely think that's the answer. And it's fuck, because like to me, it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, are they like left and right, you know, leaders? I feel like they're all in the room being like, haha. Like, it's like, it's not even as divided as we think it is. It's just portrayed out where it's so everyone could like pick a side and fight each other and be emotional about this decision or that decision and attack each other. And it's just like, there's no actual benefit there.
They do that with everyone. They do that with like
everything, man.
I mean, COVID is crazy because it just shows you how powerful the media is. That's the lesson we learned from COVID was like, we all have a fucking screen now.
Yeah.
And whoever's sitting in a room or a fucking, you know, wherever they're sitting in this world, they say, all right, send the message out to everyone's screens. And guess what? We fucking obeyed.
Yeah.
They could put anything on our phones and on our TVs and we're going to believe it. Anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Why do you think people, we'll talk about this then, why do you think people lost or just don't think? Like, they're not into critically thinking. They're just into listening to an opinion on someone.
Again, I think it's the same thing as like the global warming thing where like people, it's a mind fuck. You have to admit that what you thought this was is not what you thought it was. And I think that scares people. The thought of that like scares people. Like, some people like actually trust the government. Like I guess every COVID people, everyone that like believed COVID, like trusts the government.
Which is funny.
Like, isn't that like weird?
Dude, the weirdest
part. Why do you think that the government or like the elite gives a fuck about you? Like, why? But like, people actually think that. So
I don't know.
To change those people's minds, they have to admit like the government doesn't, you know, like what I thought life was really not the way this world works. And I think that scares people and they don't want to admit that.
You know what's the funniest part in relation to the vid thing is like the fact that everyone could agree with this one simple thing and was like, this is the dumbest shit I ever heard, was the rationalization. You remember when you go into a restaurant and they'd be like, you got to wear your mask to walk through, but when you sit down, you can take it off. Doesn't matter what side.
There's no logic.
Everyone was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense though. The same people who are like, you need to have a mask on, who are mad at other people for not having a mask on. You even have that conversation with them and they're like, yeah, that's a little stupid though. But like, they still want to protect us. It's like, how can you believe those two things are the same?
Yeah, and everyone in LA and Hollywood at first was fucking posting Instagram stories, shaming other creators. Like, I know because we traveled during COVID, right?
Yeah.
And I would see like from celebrities to other influencers, like not bashing us specifically, but just bashing anyone that was not following the rules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then everyone just does a fucking 180 after that.
Yeah.
Like a year later, 2 years later, everyone's like shitting on COVID. And I'm like, where the fuck were you guys 2 years ago?
Yeah.
You know?
Is it, so that's the thing. Is it just this virtue signaling, like safe? I can do this because it's safe and people will think I'm good because I'm listening to this, like this narrative.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess so. I mean, I guess it's what they're like. Our audience is all probably mostly Trump people. Not all.
Right.
But like, I guess their audience is the opposite, right? So they got to post. At the end of the day, they're a business too, right? So they got to post what their audience wants to see. We just don't have that audience, which is, I guess, because of what we've done our entire career.
Yeah.
We've tried to do what, people like what I like now. They find what I find funny.
Yeah.
So whatever I like, kind of people like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I built this group of people that follow us.
Yeah.
That pretty much like what I like.
Yeah, you become the
same humor,
taste makers.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild, man. So it's crazy now because you go from like the different forms of content over time into like now the podcast stuff, right? Which is so like left, not politically into speaking at all, but so left of what you've done. How has that changed like the landscape for you as far as like creating content or like networking and all that stuff? Has the podcasting like made that?
Podcast was a big move for us recently.
Yeah.
Launching that was huge for sure. That was, you always got to look at what's the next step. How are you going to evolve? And I think Nelk we will honestly do. I think Nelk, if we're all still around, I think we can do it till we're fucking 45 if we want to.
Yeah.
We could still do some sort of, I believe that,
I love traveling.
We could still go on a trip at 40 years old or 45 years old or fucking 60 years old.
Yeah. Well, how long, like,
the boys are all seniors and we fucking
senior trip,
pack up, leave the wives, right?
Yo, dude,
head to Tijuana.
Oh, I wish I had a kid fucking 5 years ago.
Like, can you imagine that when everyone has kids and shit too? And like, that's going to make the videos even better.
Bro, so funny. God,
like all bringing our kids out to fucking whatever.
Dude,
Steiny's kid's a loser. Like,
for sure. Yeah, sorry. Steiny's on camera.
I'm joking.
No, we love you, bro. All right, guys. Quick interruption for one of our sponsors, BetterHelp. You guys have probably heard before if you've been watching the pod for a little bit, but I want to talk about this again. Therapy. Do not underestimate the power of it. A lot of us may feel like, we're not ready to talk about what we want to talk about, specifically with people maybe who are closer to us in our lives, because maybe it's a little bit more of a sensitive topic. But with BetterHelp, you guys, you don't have to rely on necessarily like a best friend to confide in, to talk to. You guys will have therapists like literally at your will from your computer, from the sanctity of your home. You don't have to worry about driving to like a consult or driving to the therapist, which I do pretty much every week. But you guys can do it from the comfort of your own home, the convenience of your own home. It's super cost effective, trained professionals. You guys, I just cannot emphasize enough how important I personally feel therapy is for people, because it's one thing to think about, an idea or a topic or a trauma in our lives, and we kind of like go in circles in our own mind about like, how do I move forward? How do I move through this? And it's really helpful to have someone who has professional insight and also can just take you out of your normal train of thought to understand the situation. So if you guys want to give BetterHelp a shot, go to betterhelp.com/rawtalk. You get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/rawtalk. Get 10% off. Support your boy. Let's get back into this podcast. No, I get it. So, okay. In regards to the podcast, like, has it just been,
but yeah, as I was saying, you could do the podcast forever though.
100%.
So, because it's so easy, you just chill and talk, and I think that was, it's a big move, and I love it. It's easy to do. It's not really like work. You get to meet so many cool people.
Yeah.
Like, what a blessing to be able to meet all these people that we've done, even since you've been involved, right? Like, Mark Cuban.
Yeah, Mark Cuban.
Like, you get to sit down with Mark Cuban and fucking listen to all his knowledge and shit, like right in front of him. Bro, it's sick. It's a great thing.
It is.
Very big blessing.
It's cool. And the thing that I really like about it is like, and I think people listening would agree, like they evolve with it. Like the audience grows with it. Cause your audience, like, dude, for the amount of time you've been doing this, and myself included, it's like a lot of guys who started watching me, we talked about this briefly before, when they were younger, they're like in their 30s or in their mid 20s. And it's like, that's such a large amount of time to have someone involved with you. And then to evolve into like content that I think, in my opinion, is obviously a lot more meaningful than pranks. Not that pranks aren't necessary or enjoyable or fun, but like the content from the podcast side of things is like
completely 180.
Yeah. And it's really connecting people on like a deeper level with, I think, the brand and you and the people involved. I guess on that note is, in regards to Nelk, in regards to the podcast and everything that you've done, what would you say as far as, I don't know, like some sort of advice to a creator who is coming up? Because I know a lot of people watch you or watch us, watch things that we do, and they're like, they want to emulate or be like. What would you say to a creator who is coming up and he's like just getting started today in order to be successful? Obviously, like, it takes time, but
Like in terms of content, you think, or just like it's tough, I guess, to
everything. I mean, you kind of said it earlier.
I mean, I think specifically with content,
Okay.
even if you're doing a podcast or whatever you're doing, you got to be shareable. You got to have a reason. If someone's watching your shit, you got to think, like, how is someone that I don't even know don't think of your friend. I mean, maybe your friends too, but it can't be inside jokes. How is someone that I don't even know gonna like share this to one of their friends? And there's gotta be that reason, you know.
Yeah.
Like there's gotta be something unique. Maybe it's funny. Maybe you're learning something. Maybe you're fucking hot as shit if you're a girl. Like I don't know. You know,
Right.
you have a fat rack and everyone's sharing your rack, but like it's gotta be something, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say you just gotta be different. You gotta stand out. And yeah, you got to be shareable when you're small too.
Yeah.
And now it's interesting because yeah, you have TikTok now too. So I think a year or two ago, that was kind of tough to go viral. But now guess what? Anyone could fucking go viral
On TikTok. Yeah.
on TikTok too. So and shorts and even Instagram.
Yeah.
So I think that's content wise, you got to be like, you got to stand out, man. There's so many people doing it that it's just like, dude, how you think you're going to make it doing this type of shit too?
Yeah.
And I mean, people say do what you love too. But I think at the beginning, like, do what you love, but also, dude, do what works.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you got to do what works.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think it's hard for people to understand what works because a lot of people ask me that all the time. Like they're looking for like, people come up to me all the time at the gym and they'll be like, yo, what do I do to do this? And like, they're almost looking for like some answer that
I think we just have this, we just got the secret recipe. I don't know.
got the Riz or what?
I don't know. Maybe, right? Like,
I don't know.
Maybe it's like, how do you become a basketball player? Like,
You're born with it.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, some
Obviously
people
not
have
just
it.
born with it, but
Some people have it and some people don't.
yeah.
That's one thing I've learned throughout this shit too. Is like, you got to be fucking ready to do this shit. You
Yeah.
want to do this shit, you got to be ready. You got to be mentally ready.
Yeah.
You can't fucking quit when shit gets like when you get tired and you want to quit. Everyone wants to quit. But like I've seen people quit. Like I've seen a lot of people quit.
Yeah.
Like it gets tough and they just fucking slow down and they quit.
Yeah.
Cuz you can't be weak, bro. You can't be mentally weak. You got to fucking, even me, if you're feeling down, go fuck off for a bit. Like take your chill time and then get back to work. Like if you want to really do it, you know?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like
So on that note, as a not just as a creator in the content you make, but as a human, what do you think the most important thing is to be able to sustain yourself in this industry? That's definitely one of the aspects that you just said right there.
I don't know.
But beyond that aspect of like, you can't quit.
That really is, I think that's the biggest key. Because like at the end of the day, if you, I don't know, like if someone doesn't make it, that means they quit. Like you should just never, I don't know. It's kind of, it's stupid and simple, but it's like, bro, if you just don't quit, you're going to make it.
Yeah. I always
Like,
talk
straight
about,
up. But then people will make excuses. So they'll quit and they won't admit that they quit because they'll be like, well, this happened. Or like,
Yeah.
you know how many people blamed COVID for fucking like, they're like, well, like I had COVID and shit. It's like, dude, that's like, you're a loser straight up. Like you can't make excuses.
yeah,
And I think people will make excuses to make themselves feel better, right?
that's a fact.
Yeah, like they'll make excuses to make themselves feel better. But at the end of the day, it's like you quit.
Straight
That's
up.
it. So you gotta like just don't fucking quit. Like
Yeah, I know. And I tell people too all the time, because when they ask me that, I talk about consistency over time. And because that's all it is like consistently trying to learn, to grow, to like take feedback and try to like change it, see what works, what doesn't work. And I think, like you said, people get to a point where they're like, they flop. It's not what they want. And they don't have the tenacity to keep moving forward. Then they'll look around and be like, well, this didn't work because of these reasons. Right.
Yeah.
Then that's the key. Right. So then beyond this part is like, then now what's really important is like, how bad and how important is this for you to actually succeed at? Because that's the thing. I think a lot of people want something like this because they see it and they go, oh, that's easy. They're sitting on couches talking. But it's not like we just got here just by sitting on couches talking, which I think nowadays you probably could make a really good podcast if you were great at it. But I think people fail to see how much goes into everything as a whole. And they just see like a success and they go, oh, I tried it. It didn't work to the same degree. Fuck this. I'm going to keep doing that.
that's the biggest thing I see too. And like I can tell now, smaller creators, that like, because I'll watch everything, right? Like everyone, I'm watching, studying, like, you know, and you can really tell like not only by their content, but I can tell like someone's work ethic, you know, by like, I can just see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. And I think I can tell instantly with smaller creators, like who's going to make it. Even if they're not popping off right this second, I think that there's like people that I see that I'm like, yo, I know they're going to make it. because they're so hardworking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know those guys, the boys of 98. They came to your gym opening too, I saw.
Really?
But yeah, they grew up on my street in Canada. It's so weird.
Are they pop? You think they're gonna pop?
They got like 130K, but they're really hard workers. And there's someone that like I see like they're slowly growing, but they're like really hard workers. And I could tell, like I know them personally, but also I see what they're doing. Like they're working really hard and they're not stopping and they're grinding and they're traveling. It's like that's someone, just one person that I thought of, like you could tell that they're just never gonna quit.
And that's what it takes.
Right?
Yeah, that's ultimately what it takes. Why do you think it's hard for people to accept that, like, you know, when you fuck up, you just have to keep going? Why do you think people go like, they take the easy way and they say, fuck it? Because have you ever along your whole career?
I think they just, I don't know, they're just weak.
That's true. They're
weak-minded. They're
weak-minded, is it weak or is it just like...
I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it, but
they don't know better. I feel like people just don't know better. I feel like people are taught like, almost sometimes taught to quit. Even though we're always told don't quit. Maybe. Like, it's because, you know, a lot of people, because this is the thing.
I think when the going gets tough, some people shut down and some people don't. Because I've been through times too where it's like, yeah, I've been broke, or even sometimes you get unhappy. But like you can't just stop. Because like for me, I'm just never going to stop no matter what. Yeah.
Do you think the circle around you has enforced that in you?
For sure.
Because
it's all who you're around too, for sure.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people who quit, I think they tend to probably have people in their circle who are like, yeah, like it's hard, or they will talk them down even before they get to going, and then almost like coddle them when they're, and then like almost like people seemingly convince other people to not succeed at their goals because they're not succeeding at their goals.
That could be one thing. That could be one thing.
So it's like, how do we
maybe like back home when you're like, you're just around like a bunch of people that are working like 9 to 5s or whatever, and you're trying to achieve your dream. That could be a factor, but I mean, yeah.
So how would you teach someone to like,
I don't know if you can,
to not look outwards and just like, yo, if this is important, go. Because that's the truth. That is how you succeed.
Yeah.
And that's how you not quit.
But that's everything in life is like, it's the most simple cliche shit.
I know,
that like,
fuck.
That's what it is. Like people ask me all the time, like, how do you do it? And it's just like, dude, just don't
just
quit.
Do it.
Like, I don't know what to say. Like, there's no secret recipe.
Yeah.
Like, don't shut down. Like, as long as you don't stop, you're eventually going to do it, right? If something's not working, try something new.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, try something else new. Like, you know, if your dream's to be like in our position or be a creator, like, just keep trying. Try new shit. Like,
yeah.
And as long as you don't stop, I feel like you're eventually going to do it.
Yeah. Now, as far as this kind of not quitting, obviously, this is not in regards to Jesse or anything, but I know you've obviously talked about this stuff in the past, but how big was Jesse in the success of Nelk overall?
Huge.
Yeah.
Massive. It was me and him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, when I met him, we probably had 30K on YouTube. I had 30K.
Yeah.
Dude, he was huge. I mean, I don't know when he left that, but like, yeah, he was, there's no way we would be here without him.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Right. But, yeah, I think with him, I didn't want people to think that I was talking about him with that, but
no, of course not. Nah.
Yeah.
But he did eventually get to a point where he was like, hey, it's not for me anymore.
Yeah.
But he made that decision.
I mean, like, he left at a good time and also set himself up like very well.
Of course.
So for him, it's like, you know, he still owns a huge piece of Happy Dad.
Yeah.
He didn't quit. He's just doing something different now.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Yeah, but Jesse, I mean, yeah, he was huge, right? Like, it's crazy everything we did.
Yeah.
When I was in Palm Springs, like, cause I went to Palm Springs recently to chill, and I totally forgot, but me and Jesse like roadied to VidCon for the first time. And in his car
years ago,
and it broke down. Yeah, years ago. Like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it broke down. His car. We're on the way to VidCon. We're almost at VidCon. We drove from Canada.
Fuck.
So fucking 30 hours.
Holy
like not
shit,
even 34 hours probably. We got 2 hours to go.
I feel like that's something only Canadians do, bro. Like get on road trips like that. Like Europeans and Canadians.
Roadies are dope.
But it's like people from America.
You love roadies too, no?
I love them, but like it's not normal. Like people from America don't go like east to west coast, so like take flights.
It's just cheaper.
The road trip?
Yeah. I don't know. Flying from Toronto to LA?
Oh, I don't know.
It's way cheaper. Because you probably fill up your tank like 3-4 times, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
So just you and him were on that road trip.
Florida could be like 2 gas tanks from Toronto. Maybe I'm tripping.
No.
But it's way cheaper. It's way cheaper. Flights from Toronto sometimes could be like over, you know, back then when you're broke.
Yeah.
You got to hop in the car. And we would get a cooler and put a cooler in the middle and go to the grocery store and buy fucking wraps and lunch meat and snacks. And we didn't even have money to eat out.
I love that.
I swear to God, like at gas stations, like we wouldn't even buy food in the gas station. Like we'd make wraps, like get the mayo, put turkey, some cheese, and just like eat wraps. I tossed some cheese strings in the cooler too. Like, yeah. So that's what we did. But yeah, our car broke down in Palm Springs for 5 days. We were stuck in Palm Springs.
Not at the car. Like you must have went somewhere.
We just stayed at a motel.
Oh my
God.
God.
We took it to a repair shop, and every day they're like, all right, we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. They never fixed it. And then like we almost missed VidCon. So we had to post on Snapchat and say like, yo, is there anyone that can like come to Palm Springs and pick us up and like drive us to VidCon? And these guys came to pick us up. I was thinking about it, and I feel so bad because I don't remember their names, but I feel really bad. But like, I'm going to do something for them. I totally forgot, and it's really bad of me that I haven't, but I'm going to like find that video and I'm going to track those boys down.
Yeah, fucking send me a tweet or some shit. I'll send it over.
But yeah, that's fucked up. But it was crazy because they came and they picked us up and they drove us to VidCon. And I think they let us like sleep on their floor and shit. Like in their like hotel and shit. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy,
and then eventually the car got fixed, so we had to like go back and get it. Yeah. And then we drove home.
Have you ever had any other moments, any other like crazy experiences like that with fans?
Yeah, I mean, we used to stay at fans' houses, right? Yeah. That was how we started. So we didn't have money for hotels or anything, so we just literally post on Snapchat like, hey, we're in St. Louis or whatever. Like who will let us crash at their house? Yeah. And then I would vet them too. Like I'll message them for a bit, and then I like, okay, like where would we sleep? Where do you live? Blah 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 blah. Then I would get on FaceTime with them and like talk to them and then feel them out. But we never had a weird experience. I think because we stopped doing it, we probably would have eventually. Yeah. But yeah, the first guy we stayed at, his name was like Magic Mike. We've done a ton of videos with him and shit. He's a dope guy. Yeah. He like, I'm not sure what kind of condition he has, but he has some sort of like mental condition.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he was like the nicest guy ever, and we like slept on his couch and stuff like that. And
you know when I realized the fan base was crazy, like really crazy, when I personally realized it, was when we went to Ireland.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And we were gonna have that meet in Ireland.
That's crazy.
And we were having that meetup, and then like we were like in that park, we were all in that car, and like the massive horde of fucking Irish kids that were chasing us.
We didn't expect that.
No, dude.
Because we announced the meetup. Brad came to join us, and then we announced the meetup, and then it literally was a riot. We pull up, and cops were already there. People were chasing us down the road.
Yes.
And then we couldn't pull up.
How many years ago was this? 4?
Probably.
Fuck, dude, it was so long ago.
Europe was, that was crazy, bro. We've done so much dope shit. But we couldn't pull up. The cops even said, if you guys pulled up there, we would have arrested you.
Yeah. And then we tried to go to that bar afterwards and like try to sneakily get them to go there. But they saw us and were like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. That was when crazy. I was like, damn, this is like real crazy fucking. I mean, I'm like, we're in Ireland.
It really is like a fucking, I don't know, man. It's like it's like a Justin Bieber fan base of like males.
It's interesting.
Right? Some fans are kind of like they're a bit, if you're a fan, like you got to just treat us like a normal person. If you want us to really respect you, I'm just being honest. Yeah. Like, I get it because they're so shocked, but like, the way I say it is like you're forced to meet a lot of people in this position, and then some people are just naturally weird. Yeah. And then some people they'll come up and dab me up and be like, yo, bro, like, fucking love your videos, man. Like, you guys are like, I love you guys. Been watching you forever. I'm like, how? Like, that's the dopest thing you could say. Yeah. Dab you up, take a photo. And I'm like, oh, that guy was dope. Yeah. And some guys will come up and like completely fanboy and like scream and shit. And it's like
sweating, shaking.
Dude, just relax, Yeah. But I get it, and it's still cool.
Yeah. The audience is crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Are there other like? Would you compare it to any other audiences that you've like seen or been a part of, like on YouTube? Like, like
no.
I don't think it's like.
It's like nothing.
Yeah. It's
like nothing. Maybe like we don't have as many followers as like other people and stuff like that. Yeah. But no, I think ours is the best. I wouldn't trade it for anyone's out there. Yeah. Ours is the best. Like, even if you have 20 million, like ours is cool because it's like, I don't know, some of these guys are big, but like if they go to like a college party or like a bar, like, bro, they're not going to get the love that we get. Like they might even get chirped. Yeah. Right? That's funny. Like they can't just walk around everywhere and shit. Like,
It's funny, dude.
Because they'll probably get chirped.
Yeah.
Like we never get chirped anywhere we go.
Bro,
like,
every time I've ever gone to a bar since we started making content, it's like there's dudes coming up to me.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I seen you on this.
But anywhere,
shit.
like you go to a football game or like
anywhere there's a bunch of dudes.
Anywhere the boys are,
Yeah.
we're getting love.
It's such a
Chicks,
crazy thing.
we're still working on that.
Yeah. Yeah. The
It'll
chicks
come. It'll come. Like we said, never quit.
I think the podcast probably switches it up a little bit, because that's when I've seen more girls that come up and be like, I see you on the podcast, and I'm like, oh shit, that's rare. Like it's literally mostly a male dominant fan base.
It is. I think ours is like 85% male or 90% male.
Yeah, mine's the same shit, man. It's been like that for years too, even before linking up with you guys.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But you know, I think girls too. It's like I think some girls get. There's got to be some girls out there, right? Because I see it. There's 15%, but I think girls will come up to us too. But I think sometimes girls get clowned for actually liking Nelk.
I see what you're saying.
Because there's got to be some girls that are actually like, yo, this shit's funny.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's not really cool for them to come up like guys.
Yeah,
that's what I noticed.
I get it. Quick interruption from one of our sponsors, Green Chef. Now check this out. This is obviously one of the dopest products because I'm going to tell you right now, I have the hardest time cooking my meals because number one, I don't like to think about the ingredients that I need. I don't like to think about planning it or organizing it. The cool thing about Green Chef is it's all done for you, right? It's super convenient. It's super easy. It's customizable. Basically what you do is you go, you sign up. You're like, okay, I want to have like these types of meals, whether you're like vegetarian or vegan, whatever it is. And then you pick what meals you want. They'll give you a plan to follow based on like the information that you input. And then what they'll do is they'll send you basically like all the ingredients that are required to make these meals. So it's not, I guess, not your typical like meal prep company service. It's more of like a meal kit. So it allows you to still cook, which at the same time, taking the guesswork out of like having to figure out what to get at the grocery store. So it's all sent to you. So it is more easy. It is more seamless. And like the guesswork is kind of taken out of it. And for me, that makes the most sense because I don't like going to the grocery store and trying to figure out exactly all the ingredients I need. And I don't want to go down the aisles and get the wrong stuff and then have to go back. And so it's all sorted for you. It's all easy. And again, you customize it based on your diet, how you want your diet to be, what you know, how many calories, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to give it a shot, I promise you won't be disappointed. Go to greenchef.com/rawtalk60. Use code rawtalk60 to get 60% off your order plus free shipping. Give it a shot. You guys will not, again, you will not be upset that you tried it. But again, greenchef.com/rawtalk60. Put in code rawtalk60. You get 60% off your order. Let's get back into this podcast. About
maybe that's
girls.
just an excuse, actually. Fuck.
So as far as girls, have you found it to be like harder because of all the popularity, because of all the like success and the expectations to have like a strong relationship?
Not real, like in terms of trusting girls or just everything in general.
Yeah, like because I've always, you know, my biggest issue with women is like trusting intentions and trusting that like.
I don't really have an issue with that. No, because I don't get fooled at all.
Yeah,
I don't.
You just know?
Yeah, I just know. I've never put myself in that position. I've only like really dated 2 chicks.
Yeah.
My whole life. So
like seriously dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but yeah, I mean, messing around with random girls, that's totally different. That's sketchy as fuck. But in terms of like actually dating them and like you're saying like getting used.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty good with that.
So then then my question is really like, how do you start to determine, like, how do you determine that that's not that kind of girl? Like, what are your markers?
Just know.
You just know.
You just know. I just feel it out. Yeah. And like some girls you're meeting, you're just like, man, I would never date that chick.
Yeah.
Like
fair.
maybe she's hot, but I'm just like, man, I would never date that chick. Yeah. Would I slay her? Absolutely.
Yeah, I get it.
And we have.
Yes,
but you don't
of course.
date them.
Of course. That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just know, but some people are suckers. I don't know how they don't see it. Like you just get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just get rinsed, but I just laugh because I'm just like, man, I could see that. I'll see other guys with girls too, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, she getting you.
You're gonna get rinsed, but
fuck, man.
Yeah, that shit's tough, right?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
But yeah, especially like, I mean, it'd be hard to trust a girl from LA.
Yeah,
I know everyone says.
Why is LA? Why is that a thing?
Anyone? I mean. Because there's so many options here.
Yeah.
Like we're competing with NBA players, NFL players, rappers.
Yeah.
Like billionaires. Like fuck even rappers. Like billionaires, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're all in these circles. Like if we go to an LA party or a Miami party, bro, you could have some fucking right.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they're probably better looking than us too. Like
fuck, dude, we're rinsed.
Like some guys just have me beat, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Like, do you ever see that?
Yeah, of course.
They're better looking, more money.
Fuck.
Yeah, probably not more jacked than you, but
Yeah,
they're
it's all right.
jacked.
Yeah.
Probably bigger horn too. Like you're just fucked.
Yeah, you're funny. Yeah, I got a question in regards to because I've always been impressed by this. It just, much like Salim, the stone face. Like how do you perfect that without laughing? Just in pranks and all that.
I've just been always good at it.
Even from the beginning.
Yeah, just been good at it.
How?
I don't know.
Because like, dude, we practice. Me and Jacob will fuck around and like practice. What? Right? It's like the
I'm not as good as I once was.
Why do you
I
think?
just laugh now more.
Yeah, but that's what, bro.
We did a moaning. We did a moaning in a golfer's ear, and the guy just like freaked out, and I just laughed because it was so funny.
Fuck.
I think it's the pranks that like I'm not really like I didn't invent. Like Salim likes the moaning.
Yeah, he mastered that.
Yeah, so like the moaning's like not really my thing. So when I do it, like it's so funny. It's so funny in real life that I'm just like fuck. But ones that are my style, like I'm good.
Yeah, because you're so good at that. Like just looking. You're just like,
It's so funny, right? It's
bro.
so
That's the
stupid.
funniest shit.
I know, it's so
like
funny.
when you really mean, like you just really feel like you mean exactly what you're doing, and you're like.
I'll
living
kind of
it.
like think of like what I'm gonna say beforehand, like one little one-liner. Like
Yeah.
I'll think of like a one-liner. And
Do you
then
like
once,
bite the inside of your cheek or some shit? Like how do you?
No, I just do it.
Bro, that's the thing. I do it. And I
I
just
just
like.
do it.
I feel like I have to like bite my cheek.
You just zone out. I'm just thinking of the clip. I'm thinking of the fans and like how much you're gonna laugh at this. Like I'm like, all right, I gotta get this.
Yeah. Have there been any moments like that have gone like really south, where you've gotten like? Because I remember that guy.
I've been
Remember that guy
arrested
swung on you?
twice. Yeah, I've been arrested twice. I've been punched once by this big black guy.
Yeah, in a store, right? Like a Walmart or some
yeah,
type shit.
Yeah, in a Walmart. It was the sneezing prank. Yeah, he fucking we did the sneezing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't do that funny shit. And he just punched me in the face. And then he chased me out of the store. And he like stood in front of the fucking automatic doors. Like, you know, Walmart, there's like an entrance and an exit.
Yeah.
And like I was trying to go out the exit. And like he's just boxing me in. And then he got on his phone and he pulled his phone out. And he's like, you want to go viral? Like, and he punched me again. He's like, all right, we're going viral now and shit. And he posted it on his Facebook.
It probably went viral.
I don't know. Yeah. We did a video with him after.
That's
Did you see
so
that? We went back. We did another prank.
How'd you find him?
On his Facebook.
Oh, you
'Cause
messaged
he posted on Facebook, and I messaged him, and like, he found it funny after he saw the video.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I was like, yo, you want to prank Salim? So we went back to another store, and like I told him to pull up, and then like I go in the store, and I'm like, yo, Salim, the guy's here. And then he chased us out of the store again and shit.
Dude.
It was funny.
Content wise, I don't think so much of this stuff. Have you ever faked anything?
No.
'Cause remember back in the day, like Fousey Tube, like these people were getting popped for like faking fucking pranks and shit.
Yeah.
You never actually faked a prank.
No.
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of that is honestly one thing that made us take off too, because when that whole fake pranks thing was going on,
Yeah, that was a massive deal.
we just said let's do shit that can't be faked. So that's when we started doing like more pranks in like public and shit, like college lecture pranks, like stuff that people can't be like, yo, this is fake.
Yeah, I didn't hire all these kids to sit
And
in the classroom.
I hear that a lot. I never really thought of it, but I guess people say like, yo, you guys really took off because like you just didn't do fake shit. And like for us, that was so easy. Like once we found our rhythm, it was just easy. And yeah, it feels like cheating, right? To kind of
Yeah. You know what's interesting as a whole?
People still fake shit. There's like people, like a lot of pranksters, a lot of pranks I see, like someone will show it to me, be like, yo, like you guys should do this. I'm like, bro, that's fake.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what's interesting about this, your success and the success of Nelk and all this overall? It seems like everything you've said kind of lends to the fact that you've kind of just kept it fucking real, and you've just been yourself, and you've been like, this is what we like. This is and even as we talked about content progressing, you're even realizing more so now just to continue to do it that way. Like you're just doing something because you genuinely enjoy it, you have fun doing it, you like it. It's the truth.
that's the key, because people could see through fake shit. They
Yeah.
could see through it so easy, I think.
On social for sure.
On social, yeah, like really
Especially
just
longer
like,
format.
And dude, it just like I can't sleep at night like that. Like, you know,
Like if you were just like, what's good? It's
good.
Yo, you look high as fuck right now.
Yeah, I was working out.
Holy shit. I could see you. I always know when you're high.
Flew out my trainer.
you guys haven't even seen each other yet.
No, I saw him earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad's not the best host.
Why?
I'm a way better.
How am I not the best host?
Because, dude, you're always pissed off.
What am I mad at? What am I mad at?
I don't know. I was wanting to ask you. You okay?
I'm great. I'm great, dude. Fuck.
But
What do you have the most fun doing now? Because you have all this shit now, and you're building all this dope shit. Like, what do you really have fun doing?
Like with the business
Just in life.
in life.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like you're like me. Like I don't. A lot of my fun still is in regards to the business.
yeah, I mean, a lot of our fun is in regards to the business too. I think I really loved like the Russia trip and traveling.
Yeah.
I really love traveling. Like, I think that's a huge passion of mine. And like, I like going to places that are like way different now. You know, like it's so cool. Like going to Russia is just like, yo, you don't know what it's going to be like. Like you have no idea what it's going to be like, you know?
Yeah.
And seeing just different cultures and stuff. So I think traveling, man, is just like, it's such a blessing too to travel the way we
Right.
travel, right?
Yeah.
Because not everyone can just go to Russia and stuff and kind of do what we did and see what we saw.
Yeah.
But I think that's something that 2023, especially based on the response of the video,
Yeah.
is like, dude, I think 2023 is just like the real big like international year, and like where we do fucking like we're talking about Israel now.
Yeah. What about like Egypt? I always want to go
Egypt.
to Egypt.
And then Africa in general.
Yeah.
One of our sales reps, Connor, shout out Connor, for Happy Dad, he messaged me and said, and this is how shit starts. Like, it's just like he messaged me and said like, yo, my best friend's girlfriend is the princess of Zimbabwe.
What?
Yeah. And he's like, if you guys want to go to Zimbabwe, like they'll completely take care of you. So like that could be our Africa plug. Like we go and it's just like, that's the way to do it. Like you go to Russia, you go with like Islam and Hezbollah. Like if you go to Africa, you go with the fucking princess of Zimbabwe. And he sent me all the shit we can do, like waterfalls. Like Zimbabwe has like legit safaris,
It's
like
so-
real safaris,
It's
fucking villages and all that shit. Like, can you imagine that
That
trip?
sounds so
Like,
fun,
wouldn't
yeah.
that be sick?
Yeah.
And we get to film it and it's classified as work.
yeah. No, it's a huge.
That's
blessing.
what I find fun.
It's interesting how you mentioned that though, how things actually come to fruition, like how they start. It's a
That's
lot
what I
of stuff
realized
like
too.
that.
I gotta, for Nelk, like sometimes I get lazy, but I gotta be the one like putting these videos together because like I have all the connections a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Like even the Islam and Hezbollah thing was like I had to like kind of put that together. Like no one's gonna put that together unless I do it, right?
Yeah, I
Like
get
I gotta
it.
hit up the manager because I'm tight with Islam's manager,
Yeah.
Ali, and then I hit up Hezbollah's guys, and I knew that he was like launching an NFT, so I said, want to do a video around that time.
Yeah.
Just kind of learning. I know how business works, so I know how other people's minds work.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of,
But these are the details
connecting the
that
dots.
Yeah, these are the details that I find interesting. That like a lot of people wouldn't recognize. They just think, oh, you're just showing up making content.
No, like I was like, damn, like imagine going to Dagestan with Hezbollah. Like
Yeah.
that'd be fucking crazy. So I hit up his manager and I was just like, yo, what do you think about this? Like, and he said, yeah, like,
It's weird how
and then we did some merch too.
Yeah, I saw the
So
shirts.
we made Hezbollah a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So like they're gonna be fucking happy, and
Yeah.
now they're gonna want to do more shit with us.
Yeah.
Because when you make someone money,
For
right?
sure.
And that's the great opportunity we have is like, at the end of the day, people want to make money. So if we can make other people money, they're gonna want to work with us too.
Yeah. It's a give and take for sure.
Yeah, and then we get great content out of it too. Like,
Bro,
it's dope.
it's such a blessing, man. I'm grateful for all the time, and I want to say this on camera because I've told you I think in person, but I want to tell you tell you on camera so it's not up to discussion. But I'm grateful that you've had me be a part of all this stuff for so long. That I'm on the podcast, I have fun doing it, and I
Yeah.
really enjoy meeting the people.
It's dope. No,
So-
I'm glad you're on the pod.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
I don't want to not say that because I don't want to ever end this fucking episode that we finally got, and I'm grateful for you to come because you have done a lot for a lot of people, and I think sometimes people at the top, I know I felt in positions where like for me I didn't feel like someone cared enough or like someone was grateful enough to be a part of something, but at least for me in regards to you and everything you've created, and obviously Steve here as well, and fucking everyone else involved, I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah,
Even
it's
how
good.
have
I
been.
love having you involved, and I enjoy your company as well too. Even business aside, like
Yeah.
you're a funny, great guy. I love your company and your energy, and content wise too. I love having you in the content.
Yeah,
So
now it's no more.
I think it'd be great if this year we could just do a lot of content all together. Steve, if he's allowed on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a
but-
tough one.
Yeah, I mean, just I think this year, I mean, even if it's not YouTube, I was saying too, like let's use this year too. Like let's just do let's continue the takeover.
Even short form stuff, I think could
Short
work really
form
well.
stuff too.
Yeah, like
TikTok,
Instagram.
too. I was telling Steve that too. But anything he's doing for his Rumble should be like. But yeah, there's a lot of short form shit that.
What? Oh, thank you.
What he said and then what you said, even though you capped a little, but what you said,
How did I cap? How did I cap?
but what you said was awesome.
How did I cap? All right, boys, listen up. Shout out from another one of our sponsors, Mint Mobile. Now, check this out. This is one of the most important things in life and in business and all this stuff, cutting your cost, okay? We got to call it what it is. I have had cell plans that have just been exorbitantly high. Mint Mobile is here to save you. Mint Mobile is here to give you a cellular plan, even with your existing phone, because you could switch over with an eSIM for only $15 a month. Unlimited talk and text. They got the fastest fucking network for high-speed fucking information ever. Again, this is $15 a month. I've spent probably like, I don't even know, hundreds of dollars for a plan. And yes, it has like a few lines on it, but like literally hundreds of dollars a month. And I found out about Mint Mobile and I'm like, what's going on? Why am I not saving like literally like $150 a month? But yeah, give it a shot. If you guys are looking to cut some of your costs, which honestly is smart because it's just an excess cost because it's some other brand name, which is like just unnecessary kind of really, honestly. All right, so if you guys are interested, you want to save some money, go to mintmobile.com/rawtalk. Get your plan sent to you for free, shipped to your door for free. Again, that is mintmobile.com/rawtalk. Save some money. Have an amazing phone plan. Like, don't be like I have been the last, years. Go to mintmobile.com/rawtalk. Sign up today. Let's get back into this podcast.
And then what you said was awesome too.
Fuck you, bro.
We've done so much cool shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is true. Like, everyone's not always exactly on the same page, blah, but that's how life is. But I couldn't end this without telling you, like, being a part of everything that I've been able to be a part of with you has been massive for me as well.
That's dope.
And like, without saying that is like, would be really fucking lame. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of you, man. Like you've done so much for like so many people, your family, obviously the audience, everyone. But it's like, if you didn't keep pushing this forward, I know, because I remember at one point, this is no knock on Jesse, I remember talking to you about this and seeing how much effort you put in every single day for this. And I was looking at it, and again, it's not a knock on Jesse. I saw other people just, kind of not wanting to be a part of it as much. And it makes sense because they live that experience and then they were ready to move on to something else. And I completely understand it. But I remember when we started filming stuff back in the day, it was like you had to do these things. And now you kind of got to this point where, you're able to obviously continue doing it, continue to grow. And there's so much more to do. But if you didn't keep pushing that forward the way you did, it wouldn't be what this is today for all of us.
For sure. But yeah, I guess in his defense too, it's like, if you're not happy, not knocking him. I know you didn't knock him, but yeah, if he just wasn't happy, so it's different. I think if I'm never not happy doing this shit, I would stop too. I'm just actually happy doing it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like I had that little period 2 weeks ago where I wasn't feeling that great.
Yeah.
And if that continued, like, dude, I wouldn't be able to physically be here doing this, right?
No,
that's one thing I learned like the last, 2 months, it's just like, dude, really, like, being happy is the most important thing.
Yeah,
for sure. And that's so cliche, but I've been through times where it's like, damn, like, you're just not feeling happy, and there's nothing worse than that, right? So that's one thing this year too. It's like, we're gonna keep killing it too, but I'm also keeping in mind that it's like, dude, if you're not happy, then this shit's all fucking pointless. It really
it's
is,
absolutely pointless. Everything, if we just do shit, we just do it just to do it, we're gonna be fucking miserable, man.
Yeah. So I think that's a big thing this year. But I'm excited for this year, man.
I am too.
I'm really excited. Yeah. Again.
All right, gentlemen, keep this fair. Touch burgers.
cheers.
3, 2, 1.
50 burgers was 50 burgers and 10 fries was only $179.
51 burgers, 10 fries, 179 bucks.
You know how many calories that is? How many?
Around 30,000 calories. Look at this. It's full. It's literally full. Hold on. Like, I don't even know if we have enough room on this table.
Oh, it's going down.
Now we gonna get down.
Hold on a second. Okay, Brian Shaw is 450 pounds around that, and he's 6'8". Okay, so this is why we brought the heavy guns to the.
I will 100% promise I will eat more than you.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, I can roll with that. This is, what are we saying, around 30,000 calories?
Yeah. But you told me you ate like how many pounds of meat a day?
Around 5 pounds. Around 5
day.
pounds a day.
A day. And how many cups of rice you said it was like? It'd be like
For like 15 to 18 cups of rice. A day. Yeah. So I just had like a 24-ounce steak, like an hour and a half ago.
all right. So you guys are gonna make fun of me.
But I'm hungry.
Okay.
I'm legitimately hungry
good.
right now. Yeah.
I fasted in preparation.
Have
for
you
this
not eaten
epic-
anything?
Nothing.
What are you doing? I don't even know what world he's living in right now.
Damn. It's almost time. Here, you can start. Okay. The fuck is Larry at, man? What? Before we get into this, what is the nastiest thing you've ever eaten?
I used to make tuna shakes. Right, so like cans of tuna mixed with orange juice,
Oh!
blended up, just down the hatch. The citrus like kind of masked the tuna.
Yeah.
But you definitely didn't want to smell it. Like don't smell it.
It was just like just get it done.
drink it. Yeah.
Okay. The full gang is here. Are you hungry?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it.
You ready to eat?
Oh.
You said at least 10?
At least 10.
So if I eat 10, you eat 10, he has to eat more than us just by size.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Right?
I don't know. I mean, that's up to you.
All right, gentlemen. Keep this fair. Touch burgers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
How many is this so far for you?
3.
Ryan, what burger you want? Larry?
I'm gonna try some.
It's not two.
You start biting faster than I will too.
I think we have to realize that this is a regular meal for Ryan. This is not a count. This is a regular meal out of 6 meals that he has every day.
He's like, this is normal. So just seeing you put this down like really easy, going this hard, you know?
No, that's making me hungry.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
So good. I'm so hungry. Man. Yo, Steve, order a pizza, bro.
Burger number what?
5. Is that 7?
Come on, 6.
Are you really?
Yeah. The 5 is gone, man.
Your counting's all off.
5, 6.
No.
I'm on number 6.
I fucked up, man. I've been eating onions. It's more fiber. I handicapped myself twice.
Bro.
He's just like... I just glanced over at Larry, just like disgust and disgust.
Oh, yeah.
The correct thing to do in that moment is to put the food down and then start pacing back and forth. Right? Now you psych yourself up like you're gonna lift a big ass weight.
Let's go, Larry! Let's go!
You know what? Yeah. And now you feel better.
It like went through.
Yeah.
It like went through.
But you gotta focus the like energy on the food. So you're angry at the food.
Yeah.
So like
That's
this burger
big.
took my girl, is what you're trying to say.
That burger's like keeping you from setting your next PR.
Okay, that's more realistic, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, even worse. Like, that's
Even potentially even worse.
yeah, that's a lot worse.
Another level of worse.
I'm gonna kill this burger.
But legitimately, like, I would do that when I was trying to.
So you're not
really
joking?
No.
Oh shit.
Not playing. Like you guys were playing. Like that was. I would do that by myself just to get more food down.
You swear to God.
I swear.
Whoa.
Yeah. Next level.